Primate is a word derived from French and Latin which means first rank. What does it mean to be first rank? Most dominant, best adapted, or most complex? No matter what, it is undeniable that primates have become the chief species continuously dominating the Earth since Paleocene era. However, what we are concerned here in this video is the evolutionary pattern and its cause in the great apes rather than the preliminary ones. Why is it important to study the great apes? Well, great apes are the closest relatives to humans, and understanding them will help us to know about ourselves, where we come from, and why we do what we do. As the most complex primates, our thoughts and actions might have been rooted on the basic physical and social realities of our forest-dwelling primate past. At first, let us look at how primates came into being. After the dinosaurs died out and the predation rates for mammals went down, the burrowing mammals came out of the ground and started moving towards the trees. The trees provided them with a home, food, and shelter. We have moved the wood from the trees and the grains from the grasses into our houses and pantries. But no matter how modern we perceive ourselves, we have not been able to make ourselves independent of this niche selection that happened about 65 million years ago. In fact, we have strengthened this aspect to such an extent that today we pride for it. So, what does it mean to be a human? It is not possible to answer this question without studying the great apes, as it has been proven that we share approximately 98% of our DNA with the chimps and the bonobos. Also, great apes are possibly the only species after which social evolution started to take place in such a prompt way that today we are challenging the biological evolution each day. With our millions of dollars spent in medical research to cure diseases which were once fatal, corporates exploiting the resources, political power and bureaucracy governing and controlling the wilder part of humanity, we cannot deny that we are trying to bend the forces of nature. All these human responses to the stresses of nature have their roots in primate behavior. From our altruism can be paralleled by the bonobos to our lust for power, which can be seen in chimpanzee communities. We had the same stresses during our early developmental stage in evolution. If our primate ancestors had not adapted to these behaviors, it is very unlikely that we would be able to dominate the world. Understanding the root cause of our behavior will help us to selectively modify to better the human state. For example, the recent discovery of bonobos and their social structures makes us question the nature of violent attitude. At the same time, the orangutan's solitary nature can make us question our inherent struggle for individuality in the social world, and the power competition in chimps make us realize the intricacies of our own social class and economic systems. The allocation of resources in a hierarchical model, as in the chimpanzees, is thought to be one of the leading causes of violence, and the same can be observed in the context of human social evolution. Now, let us look at the evolution of reconciliation. Reciprocity and empathy are the two major pillars. Even though many claim them to be unique characteristics present only in humans, studies have shown that these are attributes present even in the closest relatives, chimpanzees and bonobos. In this video, we can see two primates bonding back after a fight. When required, they even depict a general deviation from their innate preference of food when not treated equal as the other one of its own species. So, if we share many commonalities with our primate ancestors, we should question ourselves, what does it mean to be a human in the year 2013, on an abundant and fragile planet, with memory and possibility, with people like ourselves and different, with affluence and squalor, hope and despair, with mountains and rivers and trees, with herons and cyborgs, music and noise, and art and infinite space.